Because your TBR shelf can never be too full, let's talk about my most anticipated books for the month of November. We're starting to get to the end of the year now, and I like to read a lot of books that are on my shelf up there, so you're going to see some of those on my channel as well. But a lot of these that you're going to see on my top 5 are ones that I got as ARCs and like NetGalleys, so you're going to see a lot of new releases here. Before we start, let's go ahead and jump over to the TBR Claw and see what I'm going to be reading that has been on my shelf for quite a while. So we actually picked Dying to Meet You by Sarina Bowen, and this has been on my shelf for a couple months at least, but it's about a woman who's kind of stalking her ex, and instead of seeing him hook up with other women, she kind of stumbles upon a murder, and she has to figure out how to deal with that whole situation. It sounds fun. So starting into my top 5, I have With Friends Like These by Alyssa Lee. So in this book, we're following a bunch of college friends who used to play like one of those fake murder games in college, and now they're back for a 20-year reunion, and they're playing the game again, except it's not so fake. Next, I have Deadly Ever After by Brittany Johnson. This is the story of 2 princesses who wake up dead, and then they have to navigate this forest, and then there's also some kind of like romance between the 2 of them possibly as well, but it seems like it might be pretty fun and pretty sweet, so I am pretty excited to read this. It's not that long either, so that should be a good time. Next, I have Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldree. This is the 3rd book in the universe, but the 2nd book in the series of Legends and Lattes, which is a cozy fantasy that took to like Book Talk by storm like a couple of years ago, but this is kind of a continuation of the story, and I am very excited for this. Next is I'll Make a Spectacle of You by Beatrice Winfred. This is about a grad student who's doing some research on like some Appalachian folklore. There's some like monsters in the woods. There might be a creepy cult. It's dark academia. It all sounds so deliciously spooky. I am definitely ready for this one. And lastly, I have Best Offer Wins. This is by Marissa Cascino, and this is a story about a woman who wants to buy a house, but she gets a little bit stalkery about it. And I'm kind of intrigued because that's all I really know, and I'm ready. What about you? What are you reading in the month of November?